We'll see what happens. Okay. Go talk to this suckfu.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
I talked with Manana about the armor.
So?
Said to thank you. He wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
He looks slightly confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Talk about your shack again?
The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Kuno doesn't...
Yes, yes, Kuno. We understand. We've confronted him for our experience. Guess I gotta ask all those questions. Well, doesn't leave much. Sit on the bench.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Deep thoughts.
You finally stop picking your nose.
Breakthrough. Oh, breakthrough imminent. Deep thought.
Time passes. You wonder, if it could rain so much that it drowns all of Martinez, then everyone would have to go on about their day in diving suits.
You didn't know you could spend time on the bench? You just kept reading the same book? That sounds, not great. Although I guess you could just skip through all the dialogue and stuff, so...
Time passes. You wonder, if it could rain so much... This case is unsolvable. You should just give up right now and apologize to the whole town.
We need to go to 2100.
Time passes. You wonder, if it could rain so much... Time passes. You wonder, if it could rain so... Time passes. You wonder, if it could... Would it be possible to acquire this whole coast? All this real estate, completely underdeveloped. Imagine all the tourists. Time passes. Darkness ahead. You don't even know what you are waiting for anymore. Rigorous self-critique. Here it is. hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Need to go this way. Make sure I have these time ones. Yep. Splattering of bullet holes. Still want to know what that's all about. Briefly read this book.
The greatest innocence. Browsing through your educational survey is done. Did you probably for the best?
Right. A little bit of time has passed. Probably stuff that I wasn't very familiar with there, but trying to pass the time. I appreciate the game that, wants to narrate everything. But I'm out of options. Quick save. Love dog.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
Young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag of his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
Got your hint. Found the key right under the stone.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I don't like where this is going. I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful.
He says again, a nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out these slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
He says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Hopefully I can spend my skill point. And where do I want to use it? Yeah, we'll do perception. Quarterly Business Magazine. Hardy Dragon Silk Robe. Alright. Photo and some apartment dated to year '01. Expensive men's perfume. Empty ashtray. Soak up. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Oh, -1 suggestion. Exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Hello, Mr. Villadruin. Let's get started.
Of course. Let me just say it has been an emotional week for me.
Forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air comes in from the balcony. You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod. Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
Meaning it was terrifying.
No, no. I mean, it was so strange. I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Who are they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Sound familiar? That matches the prints you observed at the scene.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Did any of them look like drummers?
Drummers? Why, no. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Wait, so you didn't actually see the lynching happen?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
You're right, that does seem strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
Can you at least tell me when it happened?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Those are all of my questions. For your time.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What's an official like you doing in Martinaise?
The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the Coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Okay.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Tell me about your friend.
My friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. I'm all ears, officer.
That's all I got.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Yeah, I'm done.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have Kitsuragi here. But, oh well. Gotta move this forward. Here. Oh, I actually did there for a purpose. Might be a little disappointed in me that I didn't bring them with him.
This door has been closed with a padlock.
Need the chain cutters.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number. What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
Unfortunate. Alright, I think that's everything I can do. That's Wednesday. That's Wednesday. I think that's all that I can do. I think we're going to sleep. We'll have to sell something. To pay for the room tomorrow. Partner, where I killed him. He's kind of getting in the way.
The door is closed. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. This door can only be...
He's driving the corpse to the station. Nothing to worry about.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
He'll be back in the morning.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, Cells. It's all me. It's my fault.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
Wow. These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity.
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments? You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then. Back to the other place.
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you know, like, took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep, that'd do the trick. Maybe if you cracked the damn thing, then you'd feel satisfied and tired, holding the picture puzzle in your hands, complete. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
It was very weird and very loud. They'll think it'd be fun. Maybe. It's just one of those what's the worst that can happen moments.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
We're never going to get that expression off of our face.
The door is closed.
At least we woke up at 7:30 sharp. That's impressive. Alright.
Yes?
Is this that guy?
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling rags. Hi.
Hi. So what brings you here?
Sure. Just throw this into the wind. 6, let's go.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Hey, Smiggy, thank you very much for the 31 months. Appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just go wherever life takes me.
Maybe you should figure it out, Detective.
Not your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You were right. He was magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
Nothing. I'm out.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Guy's weird. I definitely agree with Manadride on this one. He's 100% one of the normal people. There's a couple of things that we need to do on Wednesday. If you're ready to talk to me.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Find out more about the owner of the armored boots.
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Ace. I guess more around the 12 o'clock time. They should be done by Wednesday morning. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, there's a lot of people here I can't talk to.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Look, man, the gloves are over here. Radio hums with electricity. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned lorries. No entry. We can open that. Empathy and logic? I don't know about all that. Logic is where all the answers are. It's the wanderlust. It's getting to me. Maybe I won't have to sell anything at this rate. Some birds.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened here?
In this yard?
Lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of gray swallows takes off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur. For cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
What's a bloc obscur?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
This is so this part of the coast is a bloc obscur.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
You're right. No place. Let's go. Reminds me of the movie Attack the Block. Y'all remember that movie? I saw that movie, right?
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
The lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage. Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
What is the make of this motor carriage? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket. A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. We got time.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Let's whistle a tune.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Jesus. Oh. I don't know where this is going, but I don't like the possible insinuations. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking. I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to... Well, napalm ants, for example, are used in some rites of passage rituals. Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
What if someone puts a gun to your head?
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Got a number on the side.
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical.
Pedagogical. Here we go more with giga words I've never heard of. That's supposed to be elementary, my dear Watson?
Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
I don't like any of these answers. I'm gonna go with oh god now.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh no, indeed. No.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
Relating to or befitting a teacher or education. Interesting. Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
They're not going to take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Things were going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
Still, nah. Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Yikes.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Yikes. And the moment you learn that you're the cause of all the problems in the world. It's my badge. It's my badge. Holla. Freaking Luya. Now money. I can progress now. Can you believe it? I don't have to do the thing that I didn't want to do. I just needed to wait. Quick travel. There's quick travel? I should probably go do that right away. Because she said the longer I wait, the more issues. Ooh. Where do I put that? The neck. Well, there's an inland empire. Fine with that. Drama +2. That's what I'm talking about. I still can't believe that that's Harry's car. It's pretty insane. Just one of those revelations where it's like we did this to ourselves, didn't we? Everything. Nothing. But everything. All our fault. Perception boots? I'm good with that. Get rid of our snakeskin shoes. Quick save. Hello, person.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay. Or I guess that's pronounced quay, isn't it? Considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
It depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. A bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Wow. It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
He glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Is that your boat?
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
He's seeing you. Electrochemistry. Wilding out. Locked tight. This is Christmas music, isn't it? A woman next to the bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzerainty.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Frere Jacques. Ah, yes. I've heard it before. Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Oh my gosh, this game has some crazy options. What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Goodbye. Hey, you suckers.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Explains the other one, tongue still lolling out of his mouth. I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
Children are stupid. We all wanted to say it. Gonna have to come back here and chat with more people. So much stuff here. There's someone very specific that I need to talk to here that is a young woman, possibly a kid.
Hello, mister.
A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
There was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you?
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
Where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
He lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last two words carefully.
Oh.
She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good. Bye!
Doses. Got up there. I'll be taking that. Robbing you of a stuffed bird. Don't mind me. The points can also buy new thought cabinet slots. A sandcastle? Like, this is your sandcastle? Oh my gosh.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
Decrepitude. Pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Alright, well, this is what I came here for. Okay, with perception up. Oh, look at that. It's a book. Alrighty, well, with perception up, I have found everything I'm looking for. I think I'll probably come back here and fully investigate everything, but it doesn't seem like a lot of it is very important. My investigation right now. Something to come back to later, probably. Thing is I have my badge now. You know what that means? I can go talk to Home Chick Slice. I can move the story forward. You know how happy it makes me? I don't have to do any unsavory favors. You wanted me to kill somebody. You can't do that. I'm a nice drunk cop. No, just excuse the crashing the car and all that other stuff. You know, the getting some poor waitress person to quit their job and all that other stuff. You know, it's all behind us now. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for me for today. It's been 5 hours of shenanigans and basically me doing nothing. I basically did absolutely nothing today, except for when I actually made progress. It was rough times. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific, to continue with some more of this. I see Nakuri is streaming. Nakuri is streaming... Drumroll. More A Link to the Past. Door randomizer. Seems interesting. That's where I'm going to send you. Or just myself, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I'm out. Peace. Oh!